he was a completely different player. He got to the point where you could guard him with smalls, you could guard him with bigs. It didn't matter. For a long time in this league, he was the toughest individual matchup for any team to deal with, and coaches all over the league would tell you.
Nichts gibt es mit mir zu tun.
I'll punch him in their face.
Nowitzki looking to back down the front. He spins away, hangs and hits.
I watched Dirk. Dirk is one of my favorite guys.
James again attacks, knocked away by Nowitzki.
I love the way he approaches the game, the way he plays the game. He's amazing. Obviously, we don't know that.
Bosh blocked by Nowitzki.
Just his ability, what he's able to do, you know, at his size, his ability to shoot the ball, his ability to sacrifice shots, you know, for other guys, being a part of this team and part of this franchise over the years. His loyalty obviously speaks volumes. He's just a true professional, a guy who continues to get better every year.
Nowitzki, textbook Dirk.
Got both Durant and Ibaka to fly by.
Dirk's imprint is going to be in the game forever just by the way he plays, the unorthodox movements, the slow, methodical but effective movements. And, he's been a huge influence on my career. Dirk was never born. I don't think I would be this good of a player, to be honest, because I took so much stuff from him. And, he's just an amazing man, amazing person, amazing family man, and somebody that all kids and even players in the league now should look up to.
The man revolutionized the power forward position, and not a lot of people can say that.
To me, he's the second best power forward ever behind Tim Duncan.
Did Dirk Nowitzki at 7 feet tall just cross somebody up? Mm-hmm.
Three points for Dirk Nowitzki.
He's definitely top 20. I'll give him that kind of love. There's no doubt about that. You can make a legitimate argument for him to be top 15.
Turned it over. Nowitzki pulls it up for three. Yes!
Dirk Nowitzki, up until Steph Curry arrived, I consider him probably the greatest shooter since Larry Bird. I give him that kind of love. At 7 feet with an unblockable J, he's something special. He's got a championship on his resume. You can have a debate as to whether it was him or Tim Duncan in terms of great power forward.
He made everybody change, and the league had to respond
because guarding him was different than guarding anybody else at that size.
Nowitzki working against Tim Duncan. Dirk with the layup. Oh my! Soft touch.
He's such a tough guy to cover. Anytime he's a 4, he moves like a 2. He's long. He's quicker than any 4 or 5 that can guard him. He's too big for any 2 or 3 that can guard him.
Taking it inside, and Nowitzki with a block.
Kobe goes hard left side. Tough angle rejected by Nowitzki.
Rejected by Nowitzki as he sends it into the third row.
Harden drives, stripped by Nowitzki. Richardson into Barnes, blocked by Nowitzki. Big defensive play by Dirk Nowitzki. Nowitzki on the rejection.
Oh, Nowitzki.
Howard drives it, and Dirk blocks it to end the half. Dirk against Lillard.
Nowitzki just waits and then takes it over Oakland.
This is what Larry Bird used to do. Stand out where nobody would think he would even shoot.
He can do a lot of things that most 7 feet guys cannot do.
Nowitzki around a pick. Jordan stripped it from it. He still got a shot away and got it.
I believe he's the second greatest foreign-born player behind Hakeem Olajuwon. And he changed the way the game is played. Before Dirk Nowitzki, if you were 7 foot tall, he played on the block. He was the first 7-foot guy that says, you know what, I don't just have to exclusively play with my back to the basket. I can play. And he played mainly on the perimeter and behind the three-point line. He was that skilled. He had that step back, 1-foot shot skill was unblockable because he was already 7 foot tall and he was launching it at an apex of probably about 10 feet tall. So you weren't blocking that shot.
Nowitzki stripped back. A foot race here. It's the pass.
This guy is a phenomenal player. Look at this. Look at this.
Nowitzki for 3. Yes. 50 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
Of course, he has very high basketball IQ. You know where to find a shot, when he should sprint, when he should slow down, and where to find his teammate. He really get his team together well. A good leader.
Outside, Dirk, lob, hits, and a finish.
It's gonna feed to Walker. Is that not a thing of beauty?
Nowitzki inside the Dampier.
His ball handling, his passing. I think that the biggest thing that he added to the game was his post-up play. His ability to post up and operate from those positions on the floor is what I think really separated him from everybody else.
Nowitzki against world peace. The fake lefty layup. Count it now. Foul. Nowitzki backing down on Carmelo. Spins around, up and under. Nowitzki being played here by Pierce. Able to slid away. Nowitzki spins, nice move. Driving, Dirk slaps it home.
You can't write the history of the NBA without mentioning that certain players changed the game. Bill Russell, I think, changed the game. Michael changed the game. I think Dirk Nowitzki changed the game for big men coming in because 25 years ago, Dirk is on the low post. Dirk Nowitzki changed for anybody who's 6'8" and taller that you could be a perimeter player.
Probably the best big man shooter the game has ever seen. Certainly 7-footer. And the skills that he possessed because he was that inside-outside threat. If you look at a lot of the international players and look at our game today, how so much is predicated with having a stretch 4 and a stretch 5, being able to knock down threes, be the trailer on a break and knock down threes. That's all because of Dirk.
Wow. Nowitzki a long three, bangos. Oh, real my. That's a 30-footer by Nowitzki.
Marion is on Nowitzki. A three by Dirk. Good! A three by Dirk. Good! And Dirk for three. Good! Dirk Nowitzki is on fire!
Floats down to Dirk to save the day! Dirk pulling down, knocks down three.
Nowitzki's back, and he rings the three right in Hill's face. Nowitzki brings it to the rim, banks it in at the buzzer!
Nowitzki with the offensive board and takes one.
Nowitzki sees it, gets his defender up, got it to go on a foul. What a shot! Nowitzki with a steal. It's a foot race. Dirk. Says Nowitzki attacks. Oh, did he ever? Dirk believes he can fly, and you know what? So do I.
When I was in Minnesota, we played them in the playoffs, and I thought KG scared everybody. I felt good about his matchup with Dirk. And Dirk averaged 30 and 15 on KG. It was the craziest thing ever.
Nowitzki and Garnett. I can watch that all day. Top shot. Nowitzki against Garnett. Garnett's such a good defender. They got such a great offensive player. There's no defense for that. Nowitzki, strong move, and a foul. Nowitzki with Garnett leaning on him. Nowitzki falling away. Top shot. Nowitzki drives past Garnett. Kicks it out. Terry for three. That's good.
Great play by Nowitzki off the dribble. First of all, to be able to shake Garnett with a crossover. And then secondly, at 7 feet, see the second help defender and then kick it to Terry.
He enabling that mid-range, then stretching it to three-pointer. And as a big guy, you know, Bosh, we weren't used to when you first come in the league, playing out on that three-point line, moving laterally. It's so hard to stop Dirk Nowitzki when he has that kickstand and he's going.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's always been a player to play to his strength.
Yeah.
He's got that high release. He's got a great post game, but he extended it a little bit. That Karl Malone elbow type area, the extended post, he became a master at that and could always face you up and knock shots down as well as shoot threes. And I mean, he was just such a great competitor, and just to, you know, play against him, it's not much you can do. I mean,
look at how good defense.
Come on, I mean, and the things that people don't see, he gives you that nudge, and that sends you flying a little bit, and you don't want to foul. And I mean, he's the guy that really made that one-legged jumper really very popular.
He's on a whole nother level. Jason Kidd said it best in the conversation that we were having. He's playing on Mars, and he's trying to get everybody else to come from Earth and meet him halfway.
The championship team he led, it was a one-star construction. There was no other all-star on that team. In the modern era, when we see all these teams, LeBron James has Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, and he wants more. The Golden State Warriors had a great team and went out and got Kevin Durant. In the modern era, what I consider since Showtime, since the Lakers and the Celtics became dominant, Hakeem did it once with the Rockets, and Dirk did it with the Mavs. A one-star construction with a lot of great role players. He is a top 20 player. He's the best European import. He is a top 20 player. It is not up for debate.
We're underselling Dirk Nowitzki right now. What he's doing is legendary stuff. If he wasn't so quiet, if he was brand Nowitzki, he had a shoe and all this, we would be absolutely. This is a joke how good this man is.
We get to players like Nowitzki or Kobe Bryant or Tim Duncan, we almost start to take for granted their excellence night in and night out.
We have very rarely seen a better playoff run than Dirk Nowitzki had last year.
Nowitzki, tough fall away, banks it in.
And there's nothing you can do as a coach. You can't design defense to stop that. LeBron James said it was the second toughest shot to defend in the history of basketball after Kareem moved the ball skyhook.
And Kevin Durant said he hit shots that deflate your defense.
The guy is just unbelievable, and what he's doing is off balance too, off of 1 foot. I mean, just amazing. I tell you, I haven't seen a stretch like this since the Michael Jordan days when he used to just dominate.
Best defensive player on the Suns. Nowitzki. Nowitzki serving up a fight show.
And Dirk trying to get there before it goes out of bounds. He did. Wow, what hustle. Nowitzki very aggressively. Drives long. Nowitzki wheeling with a hook.
First 5 points blocked. Dirk Nowitzki with a rejection.
Oh, it's a tough shot. Over by them. He just looks back and shakes his head and goes, are you kidding me? Oh, degree of difficulty off the charts.
Gets the foul in the basket, and
I never really seen a big dude like that can go coast to coast, stop on a dime and pull up for a three. I seen the Chris Webbers and the KGs who can push it and make plays, but never a big dude who can stop and mix somebody and pull up with a soft touch on the three. So, you know, Dirk is a legend to me because he's one of a kind.
I could watch this guy shoot. I'd like to have a DVD of every shot. That'd be my quick Christmas wish.
2 on the shot clock. They get it off in time, and he scores. Dirk Nowitzki.
Dirk trailing the play.
Tonight is about going into the City of Dallas Hall of Fame. You have given this city so much. Yes, you've given us record-breaking performances. You've given us a championship, but you've given us so much more. You've been a great citizen of Dallas. You have given back to this city of Dallas. You have represented us all over the world. We are going to give you the Dallas key to the city.
Dirk, shot fakes Bargnani. Eyes and dunks it home. Oh my goodness!
The greatest athlete in the history of Dallas, Dirk Nowitzki.